Professor Sahasrabudhe, Chairman AICT, Dr. Naushad Forbes, President Designate CII, my friend Vijay Thadani, Dr. Sanak Mishra, Ms. Shushma Berlia, and my friend Shankar. Since I was going to come after the opening batsman at number 3 spot, I thought I will do what I am best at, which is something I am passionate about, which is the digital trends. And we have very illustrious people on the dais. So ladies and gentlemen, I thought I will talk in the next 9 minutes on 3 trends which I think are significant and have a serious impact in terms of how industry and academia can partner. I am also cognizant of the fact that there is a session at 4 o'clock or 4:30 on the same topic, but let me put forth my points of view, and let's hope we can have engaging dialogue later. So IT infrastructure, IT was technology always taken as something which supports a higher education institute from the IT infrastructure perspective. You know, managing fees, managing the ERP of the IT, of the education institution. It has changed a lot, and now no longer technology is seen merely as something which supports the IT infrastructure. Now what is important is to see that the boy or girl who's there is at the center of all attention in terms of technology and in terms of whatever the person, boy or girl, needs to achieve. I'll talk of 3 trends. First is a trend of personalization. This, what you're seeing on the screen, is a playlist. I have 2 young sons, and they love this concept of playlist on iTunes. We all grew up with either LPs or then CDs, and then where we had to buy an entire pack, we could not select songs. This generation is a playlist generation. They love to pick and choose. And how is that impacting education, and particularly higher education? Personalization is a trend which, because of technology and digital resources, we can create customized pathways of learning. You know, kids are nowadays doing what is called disaggregation, which is learning modules and then reaggregation. So typically we had a course kind of approach to any degree or any learning process. That is being increasingly replaced by what I call the playlist or personalization trend for higher education. This trend will only continue because students of today do not want a linear method of learning, and they also want to control the tempo, the pace and the tempo at which they are learning. And when you have this method of picking and choosing modules from an institution and also going across institutions, taking gap years, taking putting your own tempo, personalization is a trend which will start, and fortunately for all of us, digital technology allows us to permit students to personalize their learning path. Industry can play a big role in all of this, of course, by providing technology, by being part of the entire process of personalization, by providing curriculum support, and all of this, whereby a student, when he or she gets out of an institution, has the satisfaction saying that I did not have to follow a straight curriculum, I could personalize my learning path. So that's trend number 1. Trend number 2 I wanted to articulate was big data. I was surprised when I started reading about big data. In the industry, we talk a lot about big data and how we are using it for various insights and how that's a new thing in the industry. And I read this book. It's a book on the future of education learning with big data. It's a very interesting book. I would urge you to read it if you are interested in this topic. Big data, fundamentally, if it is applied in a serious manner, it requires a lot of application. If it is applied in a serious manner, can give a lot of insights, timely insights into the learning process. It can give customized reports to institutions in terms of what is happening, the context. In this book, I'll just give you 1 minute kind of interesting points the author has made. Point A, the authors have said, homework assignments will learn from students. Homework assignments will learn from students. B, courses will be tailored to fit individual pupils. And third, textbooks that will talk back to the students. Now one might think this is very futuristic, what's this got to do with this Congress? But I think these are trends which are there, which are being applied by some institutes. If we are not, if we need to align ourselves to what is happening, this is something which we need to understand. Big data, if it is applied in a serious manner in higher education, can give insights into everything from a student's learning path to what institute is doing. And industry can help in a big way. Industry has, IT industry in particular has used big data in India and across the world. So that's trend number 2. And trend number 3, particularly to India, is mobile. This is something not new. I mean, we've heard it all the time. But the most interesting part of the mobile phone is typically if you want to access technology, student had to be in the campus, had to be connected to the IT infrastructure to either do a learning process or to interact. Mobile ensures that you need not be attached to the IT infrastructure in college or institute. You can be outside of it and have the freedom of learning outside of the institute as well. In India, we now have 4G. We have smartphones which have crossed 100 million and will probably reach 200 million next 2-3 years. The impact or the cross section of both of this will have a very serious impact. And I think the days of blended learning are already here. The blend will move more and more towards technology, and that will only embellish the existing learning process. So these are the broad 3 trends. I just thought I'll spend the next 2-3 minutes in my 10-minute allotted time to talk about some disruptions which I've heard and I've experienced as well. So this gentleman is Ben Nelson. I heard his talk, I heard him speak in US, I think around a year and a half ago. And his claim was very simple. He said, I want students across the world to get Ivy League education at fraction of the cost. I want Harvard to be history. That was his opening pitch. And he's finally made a pitch saying, we are building a perfect university, that's our goal. He is the founder of a for-profit organization called the Minerva Project. It's based in US. They already started courses, this Minerva Project, and I've been tracking what they've been doing. So presently classes are limited to 19 students. There's no campus. Everyone is online. Everyone is visible online. Classes are recorded. Students are evaluated not just on how they, I thought I would, one disruption which is happening in front of our eyes. And of course, all of us know about Khan Academy. He is actually going to be in India this week, and I will be fortunate to meet him over the weekend. And he is actually planning courses in Hindi and to launch India chapter of Khan Academy. So Khan Academy, all of us know, it's a renowned story of how he's put up so many courses and ensuring that kids across the world are able to learn online. So life is now going beyond online, and I just thought in my remarks I'll talk about 3 trends: so personalization, big data, mobility. I think these digital trends are here and now, and because these trends are so strong, the case for collaboration between industry and academia has only become stronger. If earlier there was a ferry service, as my friend Vijay said, between industry and academia, we now need to have a huge pipeline regularly flowing between industry and academia. If we do not collaborate, this digital landscape will probably wash away all the efforts we are doing. We really need to collaborate harder, and each of these industry can contribute in terms of personalization, big data, and mobility. With those words, I would like to end again my remarks by saying this is really an exciting phase to be in the education sector. I tell both my kids, the interplay of availability of knowledge, the interplay of digital trends, and the interplay of the competition, as well as the interplay of the changing scenario, all of it is put together. It really again makes, I'm repeating myself, but I'm ending my brief presentation by saying it makes a much stronger case for industry and academia to partner. Thank you.